Hi everybody, Laurie here from Unique in the Creek. Happy Sunday. It is stopped snowing here in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada. Now I wonder if it's still snowing in Buffalo. They postponed the game till tomorrow. And there's a travel ban in Buffalo, but I'm literally 20 minutes away from Buffalo and we have nothing. So I wonder if I'm going to have to message my brother and see what they have. Anyways, ooh, look at my hair. Anyways, I am going to play with some burlap. Some 6-inch burlap. I showed you guys yesterday when I was live in the warehouse. Burlap's making a comeback. And they did it smarter. So a long time ago when I started wreathing, which is many years ago, a lot of the wreaths were made with burlap. Morning, everybody. The problem with the burlap is, a long time ago, the burlap, the fibers would, fly in the air, and creators were breathing those fibers in. Okay, so it was very dangerous. A lot of wreath makers got sick from using burlap, too much burlap, and inhaling those little fibers. So burlap kind of disappeared for a little bit, and there was also a problem with manufacturing it and everything else. Well, I got stuff all over my fingers. It's making a comeback, but they did it smarter this time. So the burlap that you'll find, that we're selling, it's actually got a coating on it. It makes it a bit stiffer, a little bit more, I wouldn't say difficult, but yeah, just a little bit harder to work with, but not too much that, I would like ex-nay using burlap ever again. However, because they put this coating on the burlap, hello, there's no little fibers flying up in the air, okay? So that is like a really, really good thing. I used a lot of burlap when I first started wreathing, and I felt the effects in my lungs. Now, I started wearing even just a paper face mask. Even using that will prevent you from inhaling the fibers, because they're not like minuscule fibers. They're fibers that, you can pretty much see flying up in the air. So if you are still afraid to use burlap, or you get a loose weaved burlap that doesn't have the coating on it, just throw one of your COVID masks on, your paper masks, and that should be fine. But burlap's a lot of fun to use. It gives it, burlap is almost like a rustic kind of looking wreath when it's finished, but it's really pretty. I don't know why. It's just the naturalness of the burlap makes just for such a pretty wreath. So I'm going to show you guys how to make a very basic, simple burlap wreath. We're going to use the ring board, okay? And you only need one roll. If you want to do this design, you only need one roll of burlap. And you'll see on our uniqueinthecreek.com, we have all different colors of burlap, beautiful colors of burlap in store. Mint and yellow and dusty rose and lime green and everything. So like I said, it's kind of making a comeback. So we're going to play a little bit with it. I'm going to show you how easy it is to use burlap on the Unique in the Creek boards. Like I said, I'm using the ring board, but you can do this technique that I'm going to show you on any of our shaped boards, okay? It'll work for any of them. So if you want to make a bigger one and make an oval, obviously you'll need more burlap than one roll, but you still don't use very much of it, okay? Good morning, everyone. So I'm going to go down to the board. I keep pushing out my table for some reason. Okay, we're still on only our second cup of coffee, even though it's almost noon. It's Sunday. Yes, they are 10 yards, 6-inch in width and 10 yards in length. Now, like I had mentioned yesterday, on what's new in the warehouse, I used to do a lot of burlap centers for flowers. They turn out so pretty. I'm going to actually today I'm going to make a playlist of everything burlap. So you'll be able to see those flower centers. I'll probably do another one in the near future of those burlap flower centers. It's just not on the schedule yet, but they're really, really pretty to make, fun to make. And you can also use burlap. I use burlap for horses. A lot of my favorite horses that I've ever made were made with burlap, and including the mane. So I would pull out strings of the burlap for the mane. But anyways, let's get down to this design. Good morning, everybody. Okay, so like I said, I'm using the ring board. And on the ring board, you'll see the 2 divoted holes, which is our hanging holes, and number 1 and 2. For right now, all I'm doing is taking a zip tie. These are 6-inch zip ties, going down hole number 1 and back up hole 1.5, and keep them open. Okay, we're not going to close it for this one. Good morning. We are going to preload every other set of holes on the ring board from hole 1 to 1.5. So if you want to start like I did, where the numbers, here's the first row, it's got the number 1 and 2. We're not using this row right at the moment, but we're going to do the right and left of it. Okay, so we're going to put a zip tie here, skip this row, zip tie here, skip this row. So you're going to have 8 zip ties going all around. Okay. Now you're going to take your burlap. I'm using red. It's Valentine's. I got a cute sign I might add to my wreath. All you need is love. Do, 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 do. All you need is... Now this is a in-house one. It is Resign 1010. Really super cute. You don't even actually need to use it just for Valentine's. Obviously, it's a very famous song, but it's a cute sign. So I got this sign, and then we'll just do a simple bow. I brought this heart ribbon home, which I thought was really cute. The beauty of these, if you just do a plain, like we're just going to do a plain red wreath, what you can do is you can switch out your bows for the seasons, or switch out your sign to match the season, because a red wreath pretty much matches any season, right? So I can put a Valentine's one in, and then next I can find a sign with red in it for Easter, or you can just find a really cute ribbon. I pulled out this rose ribbon that has pinks and red roses, which would be an everyday ribbon. And then I brought a heart ribbon home to, so we can do it Valentine's-y if you want. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to cut, I got a roll of burlap. You are going to cut pieces, so you can pretty much cut your whole roll at 12 inches. We're going to make 12-inch pieces. Now this is the end of the roll, because I've already cut all my all my burlap. So just line it up, and you're going to cut it. Of course somebody's going to call because I went live. Fetch it slowly. Yep. I've literally instructed her to always check my wreath page to see if I'm live before she calls. She didn't listen. So anyways, we are going to use 8, 16, 24 pieces of 12-inch 6 by 6 wide by 12 inches long. 24 pieces. Okay. Now you can make this even fuller, but I'm just doing them being minimalistic, and we'll see how it looks. I've not done this before, so we'll see how it looks with just the minimalistic burlap on there. Should I need more burlap, I can add more, but I only cut one roll of our burlap. Okay. So again, 12 inches long, and it's 6-inch wide burlap. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to just make a ruffle with my 6-inch burlap, okay? So I'm going to pinch or pleat, whatever you want to call it, down the center of this burlap, and there's the finished edges, or the factory edges are on the sides, okay? And then we got your cut edges on the top and bottom. We're going to pinch it right up the middle, just like that. And then we're going to end with the last piece facing downwards as well. Okay, we have this tiny mini ruffle. Okay, I'm going to put just this one ruffle in the middle of these two zip ties, or the zip tie tail and head of it, and just do it up. So it makes a cute little ruffle, okay? We're going to do that for each one going around on the preloaded zip ties we used. Again, you're just dragging and pinching, just like this. And I try to end with the end piece facing down towards the table, just like I started. Again, you're going to put it right in the center of your zip tie. Just make sure each side is about the same length before you tighten this up. Hello, hello, everybody. Woo! Or pull it really, really tight and then hit yourself in the head with it. Okay, we're going to keep going. Put 8 in. Now, if you check on our website, uniqueinthecreep.com, you'll see that our burlap is really not that expensive. Yes, this is the new burlap. Considering compared to other places that are selling it, we have much more colors, and it's not too expensive. Like I said, I'm only using 1 roll so far of this burlap. It should make a full wreath. We'll see. Okay, little mini ruffles. We don't have snow. We got a lot of snow overnight. It's not snowing now. So, even though the Buffalo game is already postponed, they do wait. It's funny that you say that, because stay tuned. Okay, so not hard at all, right? Not hard at all. And this would be a great workshop one, because it's literally, this is not hard, and the instructions are very simplistic as well. You need to learn to scrunch. It's easy. You're just pleating. So pinch, pinch, and you're just kind of dragging with your thumb. Right? And I'm kind of holding the sides down with my baby finger and my ring finger at the sides there, to make sure that, you know, my ruffle is lined up nicely. Put that in the middle of the zip tie, making sure, you know, the 2 ends are about the same length, so our ruffle is nice and even. And then you're going to pull this. Well, try with 6-inch burlap. It's much easier than, you know, a piece of 10-inch. If you need to practice ruffling. Okay, so here's our last one. This is just the base of what our wreath is going to consist of. So it's kind of covering the actual ring board. on the bottom, right? Okay, there we go. Now that's not the end of our wreath. So we used eight pieces there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to put zip ties still in the same hole, the rows that we skipped. We're going to go down and up the same holes we did on these ones. So you're just going to have to move your ruffles, okay, and down and up, and keep your zip ties open. You don't need the wood ruffle, Nancy. Absolutely not. It's just practice. She'll get more confused, and it's harder when you use that prong thing. No, I'm not doing the butterflies on this one, but so you must have watched my live from the warehouse yesterday. That is a great wreath. I will be doing that, just not today. Yeah, you can get colored zip ties, but give me, trust the process. We're not going to see the zip ties, so just trust the process here. Give me a moment here. Okay, so when you flip it over, you'll see you have a zip tie in every row from hole 1 to 1.5. Okay? All right, now we're going to do this exact same thing. This time we're going to be putting 2 ruffles into these zip ties. And when you do the two ruffles make it look like a really pretty flower. So watch what I mean. Okay, so you are going to need a couple clips to help you out. Yeah, Sharpie too if you want, dab paint, but you're really not going to see the zip ties in this much at all. Okay, still with the 12-inch piece, we're still going to make a nice ruffle. Okay, you're just pinching and pleating. Take your finger, pull some in, just like that. Okay, and I'm going to put a clip on the middle of that one. All right, let's do another one, because these zip ties are going to get 2 pieces. Okay, I'm actually going to do a few. I'll get some of them pre-done, so we don't have to sit and watch me ruffle a whole bunch. This isn't mesh, this is actually burlap, or it's also known as net jute. It's a little stiffer than the loose weave burlap, but there is no fibers flying all over the place. So if you're using like a loose weave burlap, please wear a face mask, not, a respirator or anything, just a paper face mask, from the COVID days, to prevent you inhaling any of the fibers that will come off a loose weave burlap, okay? Nail polish, yeah, you guys are creative covering those zip ties. All right, so I made a few of the ruffles. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 ruffles into the zip tie that we just preloaded. So I'm going to put 1, okay, right in the middle of between the head and the tail. All right. And then I'm going to take another one. Now this is where you have to be handsy. And I'm going to kind of turn it. I'm not lining it up directly in the center like the bottom one. I'm going to kind of turn it a little bit, but still come around this, be able to come around the center of it, okay? Okay, and then we're going to kind of push it down in the center. I'm making sure that my edges are the same, the bottom and the top one. Now, if this is hard for you to do, you can absolutely use 2 zip ties if you want. Okay, and then I'm going to pull this zip tie nice and tight with the head of the zip tie kind of facing towards me so I can tuck it down. So we're going to pull this really tight. And clip it off. Just kind of turn the head down. And then we're going to take this top layer and kind of twist it. And voila! It looks like a flower and you don't see the zip tie. So that's why I said, you got to trust the process, my friends. Isn't that cool? So let's do that again. So I got it. So, and that's why I just put the 8 pieces. So the we have make sure that it covers. You're not going to see any of the gray. Okay. So we're going to put a piece on just on the middle again, and take your other piece and carefully take this one off. And I'm going to just turn it just a bit so it's not exactly flat and lined up with the bottom one. Okay, we're going to make sure that each are even, and that's why you don't want to do your zip tie up in case you need to just adjust it just a little bit. Okay, and then again, kind of bring your zip tie towards you. I like to use my needle nose pliers because you want to pull it sort of tight, because if you don't pull it tight, you're not going to get that really pretty flower look. Okay, cut that off. And now we're going to, again, just kind of twist these around. And there we go. So it looks like little burlap flowers. Now you could even, let's try it even longer. So I did cut them all at 12 inches. Let's try, now that was one roll. So one roll will do the whole thing. I'm going to try and see if I cut it longer than 12 inches, if it makes a bigger flower on top. So let's try 18 inches and see what it looks like. Okay, so there's my normal 12-inch. That's fine because it's just covering the frame. And here's my 18-inch piece. So let's see what it looks like. It might be too thick. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to leave the bottom one straight on, kind of kitty corner the top one. Come around with your zip tie. Kind of press down in the middle so your zip tie will go around it because it is thick, right? All right, make sure it's even. Okay, pull it tight. All right, and let's go and make, just kind of twisting it around so it makes this flower. So this is the 18-inch piece. So is it worth the extra 6 inches where you would need 2 rolls of burlap? Maybe, or 1.5 rolls of burlap. I don't know. Kind of looks the same as the 12-inch. So I guess it's up to you. but it is really cute. So we're just going to continue around. I just wanted to try to see what the difference was if I made it bigger or smaller. It just makes a, I guess, a more ruffled flower formation on here. Okay, now if you, like I said, if you can't hold and put the two on top, what you can do is zip tie your bottom layer in. Okay, zip tie it in. And then you're going to go over top with another zip tie. And I wouldn't use pipe cleaners for this. You really need to get a nice tight center so that burlap does ruffle into a flower. Okay, so we put another zip tie right over top. Okay, and we're going to kind of kitty corner it still. We don't want it to be the same as the bottom one. And you're going to come around with this zip tie. Now you do it this way, you're going to use 8 more zip ties, which is not a big deal. 14 inches may be the happy medium. I don't know, 12 inches seems to work as well. It depends. If you only have one roll of burlap, use the 12 inches. Then you don't have to use a second roll. And there you go. So there's that one with the 2 zip ties. That way, in case you can't hold the 2 pieces, just use another zip tie. So like I said at the beginning, you can use any of our wreath forms to do this actual style with burlap. So if you're looking for a bigger wreath, you can use the oval and do the same thing. This is just a 6-inch by 10-yard burlap. And we got all kinds of colors, fun, beautiful colors in. Let me see how much it is. I'm just checking how much the price is. So $4.85. So for $4.85, you can make a beautiful wreath just like this. $4.85 plus the ring board plus your zip ties. And it kind of makes little rosettes. No, you can see that there's no, because it's got a little bit of a coating on it, you don't see the fibers flying up. And that's what was dangerous with the burlap when we were using it a long time ago. So you're making sure that though your zip ties are going in between the pieces of burlap. Yes, we do sell this in all different colors. There's a few more colors still coming. I think for some reason the brown wasn't sent. And there was another color, I can't remember which one. So we're waiting on those still. You love working with burlap? Yeah, it's a different, it's a totally different vibe. Obviously, it's kind of rustic looking, right? Burlap. I just wanted to show you guys a really cool way that you could pretty much do any shape of our boards, even the heart. You've seen Brian did a heart. You can try doing it like this and putting the little rosettes on top. There it is. These little rosette things we're making on top of here. Yes, the burlap will work on any of our forms. So it's only the top layer here that I'm doing, kind of giving it a twist to make it that little rosette kind of thing. Okay, last one. That was fast. You can leave it plain. You can put a simple bow on it. You could put a sign on it. I brought a few things home. We'll see. Now, I didn't put rosettes on the 16 of them. I just figured, and I think I figured right, if you put like the top rosette on all 16, it'll get smushed. So, and there's, you know, why waste materials when you don't have to? Oh, you're watching the VIP flower? I'll show you guys what we made in the VIP group yesterday. Oh my God, it's so cute. You could probably spray it with that UV outdoor fabric spray. What's it called? So it doesn't fade. The stuff you use on outdoor furniture. Because this is fabric, right? So, all right, so we are done. So I didn't quite use the whole roll of the burlap, which is kind of cool. I still have a 3 pieces left. So, didn't use quite the whole roll. Although I did cut a 14-inch piece. I can't even really tell which rosette is the 14-inch piece. Might be this one. So, it's up to you if you want to use more. But there's the front. There's the back. We're going to put a hanger on this so we can hang it. And then we'll try a few different things to fancy it up a bit. Now, again, burlap is a very simplistic material for wreath making. So you don't want to add, I don't think you would want to add too much to it. There's our hanger. It's super cute. All right, so I did make just a simple 1-loop bow on each side. Just with the roses. I posted the number for this. I will make another different bow, but you can put it in the center, you can put it at the bottom, you can put it at the side. Let's just put it at the side here, and you can see just how simplistic and pretty it looks just with just a single bow. I put a zip tie on the back, I don't know why. Let's put a pipe cleaner. I don't know why I put a zip tie there. Thank you, Charlie. I just wanted to show you guys, you know, you guys can take it from here, but what you can do with burlap in the boards because you definitely use a lot less burlap than you would on any wireframe. So I'm just going to go down. Hitting my pipe cleaner. There we go. Okay, you don't want to pull that too tight. Make sure our ruffle is nice underneath. I just kind of pull it till I feel some resistance. And there we go. A very simple. Where's the top? There we go. Let me get straighter. Very simplistic burlap wreath using one roll of the 6-inch burlap and a pretty ribbon. Isn't that cute? Very simple. You can also add a sign if you want. Let's see. You can put a sign on. I'll just hold it up there, but you could put a sign on, and then we could put over here, just let's put another bow. Just put that in the center. Okay, you can put the sign to the side. I'm just giving you guys some ideas of what you can, how you can decorate it. Now, like I said, you don't want to put a ton of ribbons and all kinds of stuff in here because you're going to ruin the look of the, you absolutely could, Marty. I just be careful with 4-inch because 4-inch, unless it says 18 pound, 4-inch, why can't I get this down? They break really easy. So just going down the holes, slide it off the thing more so you can see the. I have to leave glasses down here. I always forget my glasses. And then I can't see. So we put a sign at the side here. Put one of these ruffles over top. Look at, there we go. So it's kind of nestled in there. And then we can put a bow over in this corner. Let's make a bow. I'm going to come in with a little bit of this black because our sign does have some black in it. Now, if you wanted to do that, like somebody just asked, this is a perfect design to use on a character board. I just want to say that. I didn't bring any vinyls home, but we do have this in a vinyl. So you can have your vinyl in the center of the character board, do this around, and you're done. You can put a cute bow on, but the character board is exactly the same as the ring board, just with the solid center for your vinyl. So, thank you for reminding me of that. Okay, so do this. I'm going to come in with this ribbon. I haven't opened. I was going to use this ribbon because it got the same kind of hearts as the sign and everything. But I don't want to open it already. It's a cute ribbon, but I already have a heart ribbon open here, so I'm just going to use this one. And we're just going to do a single loop on each side. Okay, and then to do that center loop like I did, or that center like loopy thing that I did on this bow, what you're going to do is you're going to take your ribbon, you're going to go around this little peg here and down, and tight and push down, and we're going to cut the tail off here. And then I'm going to slip it off and put a zip tie through that little loop. Let the tail go. There we go. I got to show you guys what we made in the VIP group yesterday. It's so cute and very cheery. I made it during a huge snowstorm. Oh, there's all things. I just wanted to show you guys the basic. You guys are coming up already with all kinds of really cool ideas. I just wanted to show you guys that you only need one roll of this burlap to make a cute, simplistic, simple wreath. And just someone must be here. And I'm just going to go kitty corner to the sign. So there's the top, the sign is here. I'm just going to go straight across, and that's where I'm going to put my bow. That way I know it's totally kitty corner then. I'm going right over top of the zip tie and down the hole. I was so looking forward to watching football today. There we go. Just giving you guys ideas here. There we go. Very simple. Simple, inexpensive, and quite easy to make. Where's my top? Right here. So I gotta just twist my bow. There we go. Cute, right? Or one more thing you can do. There's all kinds of things you can do. We can keep it very simplistic and just add, hold on. This would have been cute too with the off-white. Oh, that's kind of cute. Love. What you can do is you can take a plain jute ribbon and just put and make a hanger hanger up at the top here. Again, we're keeping it simplistic. I'm going to put a zip tie through the top. And there we go. We got just a simple burlap wreath with a burlap hanger. You see how easy I made that little hanger? Very, very simple. Cute, right? So you could hang like something like this in your bathroom, on a mirror, in your living room. Super cute. And let's see if the Sharpie works. I do have a red Sharpie. Here's a red Sharpie. So you guys were talking about coloring in the zip ties. Now if you push that, make sure the heads are to the bottom. And you really won't see the zip ties. Let's see if you can color it. Oh yeah, you can. Look at that. I just colored my zip tie with a red Sharpie. You guys are so smart. Look at that, and it works. Huh. But if you twist your burlap, you won't see the zip ties. Yes, burlap can be outside. I'll show you, let me run and get that spray that I would, if you're going to put it outside or put it on a door and you don't want it to fade, give me 1 sec. I know exactly where it is. Okay, here's the spray I was talking to you guys about. If you're going to put this outside, or if it's not a pancake. Please stop calling me Wreaths pancakes. We were doing these way before pancake came around, so it is just ruffles upon ruffles. That's all it is with burlap. We're using this if you want to prolong the color of your burlap. This is a Scotch Guard. I got this off Amazon. You can buy it in any store. You can even buy it in the craft stores now. It's made by 3M. It's a water and sun shield with UV protector. It's made for fabric. I would put a thin coat on, let it dry, and then put another coat on, okay? And that will help protect the color, because that's the only thing that you have to worry about with using any kind of mesh or burlap or anything, is the color fading. The sun is vicious. So there we go. So you can go simple to whatever you want. Alrighty. That's all I wanted to show you guys. So you can do this pretty much on any wreath, any of our wreath frames with some zip ties. You can do the heart. This is actually kind of cute. Look at that. Look how cute that is. This definitely will fit between two doors, which is what a pancake wreath is. So it fits between two doors. It's flat. I think my Skyer is down here. Anyways, right? So we used one roll of burlap, and you can then decorate it all you want. All right, that is all I got for you guys today. Have yourselves the rest of a beautiful Sunday. It's actually, the sun is shining here now. So I think they could have played. I think the Bills could have played. Anyways, have a rest of your wonderful day, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye, everybody. Oh, wait, I wanted to show you this cute flower. Hold on. Look how cute this flower is that we made in the Can-Am group yesterday. in the middle of a snowstorm. So this totally brightened my day. I gotta fix my petals, but isn't it cute? It's very bright and it's perfect for spring and Easter. But look how cool that center is. And we use just horizontal wide stripe mesh and a large board. Isn't that cute? This is, if you're talking about this, it's horizontal wide stripe mesh. Yes, very springy. It's fun. It makes me smile. Even though I was making it while there was a huge snowstorm, it still made my day. The butterfly one? Which butterfly one? This one? This is on on my YouTube channel as well. It is done on a large board and it's made with foam. These petals are foam and the butterflies are foam as well. So this is a really fun. This is Monkey's Creations. This is her design and I just copied her with her permission. And of course I did mine a little bit different than she did, but it's just foam, and a bling rope center. Alrighty, that's all for that one. And then of course, I don't know what else you guys are looking at, but there's RB on the wing board. So much fun stuff to do. All right, now I'll let you guys go. Bye everybody, thanks for watching.